Sylvia, brought to you by the United States Army Reserve. I'm Al G. That's the sound of Sylvia. Hi.
Hi, Al.
Let me welcome you to the show.
Thank you. It's
Sylvia,
nice being here.
You look super fantastic.
Thank you.
And let me congratulate you, first off, on your huge success in Pillow Talk.
Thank you again.
And I'm sure that everybody is aware of Sylvia again. However, I think if we look back in the past just a little bit, we could freshen everybody's memory of where they would remember Sylvia from before, and that was in the days of Mickey and Sylvia.
That's right.
You know, it's very difficult for me to interview someone like Sylvia because Sylvia and I are very close friends.
That's right.
And we go back a long ways, and a lot of questions that I would normally ask other people, you know, I already know you. And so that makes it super difficult.
You know, do you remember, you're the first one to hear Pillow Talk. Do you remember?
Yes.
At the studio?
Yes, I remember. And I loved it then, and I was so pleased when it finally was aired. But, you know, it was a long time between the time you recorded it and the time that you released it. Was there a reason for that?
Well, basically, I had no plans of doing it myself. I was trying to get one of the artists at the company to do it. But
I loved it the way it was.
I was trying to project that sex into them, you know. And I guess it was kind of hard. Then I took it to Al Green and Willie Mitchell. Mm-hmm. And Willie thought it was a bit too sexy for Al.
Well, you know, Sylvia, that's saying a lot to say it's too sexy for Al Green. However, if it was too sexy for Al Green, I'm sure it wasn't too sexy for you. Let's listen to more music from Sylvia. And that's Sexy Soul from Sylvia.
Tell me, how do you like the new setup? It's not a recent move, but I imagine it's only been a year or so since your company have moved from one place to another.
I like it very much. We have 2 studios now, which gives the producers their chance to get into the studios when they want to. They can come in at night, work all night if they care to. They have the keys. And we have a mastering room. And it's really a gas there. We have a lot of space, parking space, so our friends could come and visit us. And we like it.
You spend a lot of time at the studio, too.
I do. I love it. That's my second home. In fact, I'm just 3 minutes away from my home by car. Uh-huh. And I love it. And my kids are there with me all the time.
You know, I wish everyone could see your home. It's so super fantastic. It's one of the most beautiful homes I've ever seen in my life.
Thank you, Al.
Did you design?
Yes, I did it.
It's just great. Gorgeous. I can't describe it. Maybe I'll try.
I enjoyed it until we built the new studio. And I think I love that even more. I don't have time for the house now.
As half of the team of Mickey and Sylvia, you know, you began a string of hits with gold records like Love is Strange. Mm-hmm. And from that point on, you know, it's pretty obvious that you know your way around the music business. Wow. Because there's a lot of background. And not to mention the fact that you're a guitarist also.
Well, I play at the guitar. I'm not that great, but I use my guitar for writing purposes, you know.
What's your lifetime dream?
Dream? Uh-huh. For my company to be big success.
Well, I think you've done that already, Sylvia. And now we're going to take a break for this word from the Army Reserve. And that's the soul of Sylvia. Sylvia, I understand that sometime in the past you had a desire to become a nurse.
I did. I wanted to be a nurse. But I just gotten out of high school, and I met Joe, and he turned my mind around. He said, no, you can make more money singing. And so I went into singing instead of nursing. I think I'm happy about it, though.
We got a lot of fellas out there that might want to know where Sylvia is originally from.
Harlem.
Yeah.
Harlem, USA.
That's right.
And now there's a lot of happy cats out there now.
Right here, Harlem.
Sylvia, you stayed in New Jersey after the Mickey and Sylvia team.
Right. I moved to Englewood, New Jersey.
Yeah. 1969 was the year that you started your own all-platinum label.
Right. Mickey left and went to Europe to live. In fact, he lives in France now, and he's been over there ever since. And that's when I opened the record company here.
Yeah. The label, when you first started, I understand you started it with a full recording setup and a staff of studio musicians.
Right.
And the whole thing right from...
Right.
Was this a result of the success with Love is Strange?
Well, in a way it was. I wanted to open up a studio and be able to do my own thing the way I wanted to. I wanted to, have young writers and producers, give them a chance at learning what this business was all about.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd have to say that you are a master at this business by now.
Thank
And
you.
do you have any other groups that we might not have heard of?
Yeah,
that,
we have the Ponderosa Twins, who had You Send Me. In fact, we have a new one coming out on them next week. And we have Spoon Bread, a group from Germany. Their parents are all servicemen, and they're here in this country now. We have Baby Cortez.
That's quite a list of talent.
That was the sound of Sylvia. You know, Sylvia, right off the bat, I would say you're Scorpio.
No, I'm not.
Suppose you tell us what your astrology.
Gemini.
Gemini.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Some people would say that's even worse.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Gemini people, from my very limited knowledge, as far as astrological signs are concerned, are supposed to be able to get along with practically everybody. Is that right?
I think so.
Are you into signs very much?
Not very much.
Okay. So much for signs. And I imagine you know why my guess that you were Scorpio.
Why?
Because the sex symbol that you are.
Oh,
and
now
the
you know.
sexiness
Now you
in
found
your
out
voice.
something about the Geminis, huh?
Yeah, they are sexy also, I
All
guess.
right.
Well, I guess you never know until you ask, Do you do much traveling?
Well, I've been doing a lot of traveling since Pillow Talk.
Where's some of the places you've been as a result of Pillow Talk?
I've been running backwards and forwards to California doing television specials and so forth.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I just taped the Mike Douglas show yesterday,
Really?
which was a thrill for me.
Oh, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get a chance to do Soul Train?
Yes, I did it twice.
Uh-huh. A lot of people were
that's
talking
nice.
about
I
that
like
show.
That. Yeah.
How do you enjoy performing on TV? You find it any different?
I love it. No, I love it.
Now, do you have any intentions of doing some things like the Apollo Theater in New York, the Howard, and
No, not
Washington,
really. I would like to do television. I'd like to do concerts, specials, things like that.
well,
Not the theater work, though. I
yeah,
don't like
that's-
that too much.
that's a workhorse, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're going to take a pause right now for this word from the Army Reserve.